Let's go. If you wanna come, let's go. We ain't going nowhere special. I just wanna see Modesto. Hit your thought, I'ma catch those. Mexican, I bet you I'll be playing Kansas City or Cowboy team. Let me get three. It's Kansas City, Cowboy, or fucking this other team they always pick. Minnesota. I'm going Minnesota, Cowboys, Kansas City. I don't never play nobody like with
The NFL is on EA Sports, and we are in Silicon Valley at Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara. The scene a short time ago. This crowd, they love their 49ers, and they were in full roar as their guys burst out of the locker room. And we're ready for football as the 49ers get set to do battle with the Baltimore Ravens. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 23, like make it the 24-yard line.
Miami Dolphins, people relate them too much of like Falcons and, you know, Rams. I don't even play people Rams too much. Raiders, Denver, you know, it's a lot of fucking teams I don't see people play on Madden when I go play online. That's crazy. There's always like the 5, like 10 teams.
And the former Heisman winner, this is Mark Ingram. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. It's a pickup of 11 and a Baltimore first down.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it could be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They run. It's Mark Ingram. He's got the first down and more past midfield. 20, 10, and all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Mark Ingram, 65 yards, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Well, if they didn't get the wake-up call before the game, they got it right now. 2 plays already in the end zone.
Promise to put you first, because you got my full attention.
Whether it's a big shot with your first one or a probing one, a little bit of a jab, the second one was the payoff. That was the big one that landed. 1-2, end zone.
This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. Garoppolo going to bring the Niners up here first, 17-yard line. There's Garoppolo to throw. Gets this one to Juszczyk. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. First down, San Francisco. The pickup, 14 yards.
Now, Charles, what's the mindset here offensively? You gave him the touchdown pretty quickly. Would it have changed if you had gotten a stop? It would be 0-0 right now, or no?
I wouldn't think so. I think in most cases, just down a touchdown, you know, I mean, we're just getting started here. It should be a long way to go. You think to yourself, stick with the game plan, all the things you worked on in practice. But you have some teams that when they get down, their natural tendency is to aggressively strike back. And let's see if they want to get outside of the game plan we expect and try and be aggressive on their first series.
On 2nd and 9. Garoppolo looking for his running back, and he's got him. Call it a gain of 3, and they're going to have a third down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Now Garoppolo. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. A very nice pickup of 33 yards.
You got me fucked on.
That's a real nice job.
Got me fucked up, man. You ain't about to be like that.
Safeties, and you know, partner, if you get your hips turned the wrong way, big plays can result.
And a big play resulted right there. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
Someone's looking fresh, and this O-line is definitely licking their chops. Everyone likes to run block. If you're an offensive lineman, nice early burst, nice gain, too.
Garoppolo going to hand this one to Coleman. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage.
Okay.
Plays like we just saw there. That's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say, we're going to build from the inside out. Because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game. And that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
21.
They'll try and run for it here. It's Coleman. And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 16. Move the chains. A gain of 7 on third down. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things. And it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. The Niners passing game in sync now. They've got another first down. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Here we go.
First and goal, and a chance to get that initial touchdown right back.
Sponge. No.
On the sneak is Garoppolo. And he is going to lose yardage here. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
Oh, no dice there. That is excellent penetration. They give him no lane whatsoever to try and sneak the football across, and in fact, he'll wind up losing ground on first down.
It's Coleman here. And just a short gain that time. Yeah, they trying to play. The second down play, not much better than the first. Just a gain of 1 there. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on third, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that second down is a time you go play action, throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being the way out there.
A terrific job there to keep him out of the end zone. And now it'll be 4th and goal. The offense is staying out there. Here we go on 4th and goal from the 1. Garoppolo to throw for it on 4th. And across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. From a yard out, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Big 4th down conversion for the score, and the defense, that is a tough pill to swallow.
Big time for them. How about them just deciding to go for it on 4th down? And, forget the field goal, because that looked like an easy 3 points. Yeah, you might have had a defensive breakdown in there, but they pressed the issue and found a way to get it into the end zone. Give them big credit for that.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. This is taken at the 3. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense get the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
Defensively, Jimmy Ward in on the stop. Not even a chance to pitch that one as he's swallowed up in the backfield. That's a big loss of 3 down.
And on this play, the read for the quarterback was the defensive end, and he was totally focused on the quarterback. He should have given it off inside to the running back. Instead, he kept it.
Jackson now off the bootleg. Sliding out of the pocket. And he's got Snead.
Man, what the fuck,
That's good for a Raven first down, 15 yards there.
As a general rule, offensive linemen like to know where their quarterback's going to be when he's setting up to throw the football. But sometimes they just have to get on the run, get on the move. He was able to do that on that play and picks up a first down with a nice throw.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. On the counter, Ingram. And not a lot of daylight, not really any daylight inside as he's going to be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. Brings up 2nd down. Coming up at halftime in a little less than 2 minutes, we'll send you to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman is standing by. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half. Ingram's got the first down and more. And he gets this one down to the 24. And finally they get him to the ground, but it's all the way down at the Niners' 24. Nothing fancy there, a little smash-mouth football right up the gut on the dive, and it turns into a huge play.
You talk about the fastest way to the secondary. Right up the gut as you described, and sprinted into the secondary for a long, long run.
This is Ingram on 1st and 10. And some room to roam now. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
Damn.
2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. They'll run here with Ingram. And they'll get him down just shy of the goal line at about the 1. It's a gain of a couple, and it'll be 2nd and goal. One man in the backfield, that's Ingram. And he will take it in for a Ravens touchdown. Mark Ingram with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Ravens have taken the lead. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7.
All right. I respect that.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
Here we go.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Inside of a minute left in the half. Does the fact that you're down on the scoreboard influence what you do, or I guess don't do on this final drive?
It certainly does, but what influences me even more is who I've got running my football team out on the field and the weapons around him. Can he make a play? Can he get into someone that we're going to trust to take care of the ball? If that's the case, I might push it a little bit here and try and get something before the half runs out.
Garoppolo in the offense with a 1st and 10, and he's completed all 7 of his passes thus far. First down, San Francisco to pick up 14 yards. And just a small glimpse there as to why they like this rookie so much.
And that's why they lit up a little bit in our meetings with the coaching staff, didn't they?
When we talked about him, they did.
Yeah, you know, they like his work ethic. You know, this guy's running every route well in the route tree and getting better at it all the time, really honing his game. They expect a pretty good jump out of him as things continue to move on.
The first catch of the game for George Kittle. And he's taken down inside the 30. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half.
Here we go.
Garoppolo on first down. This is Coleman with a grab. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down. Really good defensive effort. They were all over that little swing pass out to the right side before lost yardage.
Terrific read, better execution, and done with a lot of enthusiasm, wasn't it?
Absolutely.
They saw it all the way, ran to the football, and caused a nice play for lost yardage.
The 2nd down attempt there knocked down as it leaves the quarterback's hand, and it's incomplete. And that right there, his first incompletion of the game, pretty remarkable.
So let's start talking about all-time records,
Hell,
because with that
don't tell me that,
incompletion,
little homie. Don't tell
maybe
me that,
over a
little
two-game
homie.
sequence, or maybe he starts a new streak now, because Ryan Tannehill, over 2 games, hit 25 straight. Now, the incompletion, we're taking this record out of play, but Mark Brunell, when he was at Washington, 22 straight completions to start a game. This guy is on fire.
Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout, as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. So Garoppolo off. Coming on is the veteran Robbie Gould for the 49er field goal. Right hash mark, a 42-yard attempt.
Oh,
and that is not going to get there. Oh, he missed it short. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is. So it's an empty possession there, and you'd have to say it's not like him to come up short on a kick like that.
Yeah, and it's real easy for me to say this, but anything in the 40 to 49-yard range should be pretty automatic for an NFL kicker, especially in terms of at least getting it there. So you're right. That is a surprise if this will come up short.
And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout
yeah, I'm
call.
weak when it comes to that running shit.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
They got weak when it comes to that running shit.
A 10th carry here for Mark Ingram. Ingram's got the first down and more. And he's got it across the 50 to the 47-yard line. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Okay, Coach, appreciate it. A 1-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. The Ravens ready to receive it, and they've got the lead as well as we resume play in the second half. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Space to maneuver at the 40. That's going to be caught by Samuel. And all the way up to the 45-yard line. He'll get 17 on that one, and the Niners have a first down.
First and 10 at the 45-yard line. Here we go. 180! I got one.
Garoppolo now, first down throw. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. 25 yards that time. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him to football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit. But get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are. You know, make someone miss in the open field.
And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues.
I ain't behind
3
the line,
yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
I was behind the line. I'll pick up 3 yards.
From the 27, Garoppolo.
Man,
And he
come
fires
on,
one. It's
man.
intercepted. Picked off by Tony Jefferson. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
The drive starts here with a carry by Ingram. And if there was a lane there, it closed up quickly as he stopped for no gain. Second down.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat? And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. Ingram again. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. The second down play results in a loss of 2 yards.
Well, Brandon, he's had a great day, but sometimes the other guys make a play against you. What's that expression they like to use in the NFL? Those guys get paid too, you know.
Yeah, in college they say, hey, they're on scholarship too. In the NFL, they're getting paid too. With the day he's had, you can have one go in the wrong direction. Throwing is Jackson. He can't get rid of it. He's taken down. So they come out of the locker room trailing, but plays like that, they won't be trailing much longer. Defense really starting out well this second half.
Yeah, they knew they had to jumpstart things a little bit. They really struggled in the first half trying to slow them down, but now they had a plan, made that adjustment that we always talk about, and it worked very well on that play.
On is the punter, Cook, who sends it away. It'll be a 51-yard punt that time. And the Niners will go on offense. 1st and 10.
Good defense, bro.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down.
Hey, come on.
Coleman. And down to the 44, 5 yards that time. And he's going to be down close to a 1st down at the Ravens' 44.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime means had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying under double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secure before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
The Niners have the 1st down on a gain of 11. Back now here in Santa Clara. It's 49er football, but some ground to cover. They find themselves behind as we hit the 4th and final quarter. Garoppolo, 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. Throwing now is Garoppolo. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. A gain of 6 there on 1st. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
To throw again on 2nd down. Garoppolo. Jalen Ferguson. Credit him with a sack, and it goes as a loss of 6. Garoppolo looks to throw.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
A gain of 9 there. Sets up 2nd and goal. Good yardage on 1st down. Now can they punch it in on 2nd and goal?
25, check 25, check 25. 12.
On 2nd down, it's Coleman. And he'll take this into the end zone for a San Francisco touchdown. Tevin Coleman taking it in as they can now even this game here in the 4th quarter with the extra point. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And an important one that is, as we are all tied now early in this 4th quarter. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. It's a short kick, taken at the 15. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Jackson from the shotgun. He's got it to Ingram, complete. Call it a pickup of 7, and they're going to face a 3rd down. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
Get him. Get that motherfucker.
Get that motherfucker. D. Ford in there to take him down on what will take us to the 2-minute warning.
Let's fucking go.
Let's make these babies cry all the way back home, yo. Let's make these babies cry all the way back.
So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. And they're looking at 4th down now in this tie ball game. So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. On the return, it's James. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown. Now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
A big play there for the Niners. 42 yards. So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. They'll run with Coleman on 1st down. And some room to work. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Tevin Coleman. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. As his guys have taken the lead here in the final 2 minutes. Gold with the extra point, and the lead is now 21-14.
Fucking pressure off me.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
There you go. Put that bitch in there. Take that fucking pressure off me.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They're down here in a 1-score game. At the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor.
Get off!
Get that motherfucker! He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Now they're in some hot water now after that sack. It's 2nd and 21. Jackson to throw. Open receiver, that's Hayden Hurst, the tight end. And he is out of bounds, able to get it across the 20-yard line. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down. He'll look to throw. Buying time to his left. He may try and run for this.
Man, no, man.
And yes, he's into the end zone. So they get the lead score they needed. And now the extra point can tie this thing up in the final minute.
And while it appears the heavy lifting was accomplished by scoring the touchdown, they're still down 1. That extra point is not a gimme.
Tucker now to add the point after. And no sweat, he puts it through, and we are tied here in the 4th. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line.
Come on, boys. Come on, boys.
Here we go.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They've got work to do, but they do still have a bit of time here.
And they've got to feel comfortable with that, but they have all their play sequences called. If they get out of bounds, that allows them to huddle and call another play. But if they don't, it's hurry up to the line of scrimmage and either spike it and stop the clock or continue to move it downfield in order to try and get in range and win this game.
See if they can do just that. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Back to throw. Garoppolo. Open man is Samuel, complete.
Come on, boys.
He'll be out right at the 35. The Niners have the first down on a gain of 11. And, boy, they had high praise for this rookie receiver when we asked the coaches about him, didn't they?
They certainly did, and obviously they liked his measurables, otherwise they wouldn't have brought him onto the team. Height, weight, speed, all of that. But how about what they really said? Competitiveness. That's what they really liked about him. The way he goes after the football, competes for it, and decides when it's in the air, it's his and only his.
13 yards there and a Niner first.
Let's go.
How many times do we say in this game that speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways? In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty, can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people in the secondary, and that led to a really nice game.
And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down. So he's unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark, really, start to finish.
It makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here, or is he just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
He's got a first down and then some inside the 40.
Go, boys.
Down to the
Run that fucking
28-yard
ball,
line. The
boy.
49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with an even 20 seconds left to go.
First and 10 at the 28-yard line.
Run that fucking ball.
Here we go. 180.
So we got man.
White.
Wide, get wide.
6-6, bullet high.
Now Garoppolo. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the ball game. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Garoppolo to throw. And that's incomplete. Clock stops with 10 seconds left.
Intended for Raheem Mostert. Brings up 3rd down and 17.
Come on,
And the question now, can they get closer on 3rd down? A field goal from here, you're looking at right about a 52-yarder.
No.
To throw is Garoppolo. It's caught by Sanders. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. Now here's a timeout, as they will indeed call it with 5 seconds to go and a chance with a field goal to win the game. So now it'll all come down to Robbie Gould. He missed his only attempt earlier. This time he's going for the win. I don't think this doesn't even get there. Well short, and a costly one there, as this game remains tied here in the 4th. And here in overtime, if the team that receives the ball scores a touchdown, it's over. If they don't, we can still have some more football.
That's exactly right. If they go down and kick a field goal, the other team gets a possession to either match it or score a touchdown to win the ball game. If both teams kick field goals, the next team to score wins. But if the receiving team throws a pick six or fumbles the ball and it gets picked up by the defense and they score, the game is over at that point.
So a tie ball game here as the kick's away.
Come on, baby, let's go. Get excited. Let's go.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. They control their own destiny here. They have the football in overtime. Obviously, a touchdown would win it.
And I think teams around the league are still adjusting to the idea of going downfield, scoring a touchdown wins the game, because they were used to just going downfield and trying to get in field goal range to win a game. Still having to make that transition. Let's face it now, the ones who are doing it best know they need to go down, attack, put the ball in the end zone, and not leave it up to a field goal and give the other team a chance.
Yeah, as we said, they control their own destiny now. 18 yards, first down Niners.
Here we go. Like 80.
First and 10 at the 40.
They'll run on first down. Coleman. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
Here we go. 180.
Mike 57. Man, I got you.
On second and 11 now. Garoppolo. The Sanders has got it complete. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
It's 3rd and 4. Big play here, trying to keep this opening drive of overtime alive. Garoppolo. Well, it's a shuffle pass, and it's complete. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. Well, I know you're toward the middle of the field here, but still, 4th down this distance, you got to punt it right.
That's definitely the first instinct, because you say, okay, let's just play some field position, make sure we don't lose the game here, turn it over in a key spot. But if you feel really good about your trigger guy, if you feel great about him, you might want to leave the ball in his hands and let him work his magic.
Tighten up. Switch.
21.
And with the play clock winding down, we're going to get a timeout. They'll be left with just one remaining here at OT.
Hold up. Let me see something. Let me look that over again. All right.
So a big move here, playing to win in overtime. They're going to go for it on 4th down. Garoppolo going to go on 4th down. And it is incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Ravens get the football back and in great shape. He'll have a tough time living that one down. It's one thing, Charles, to drop a pass. It's quite another to drop it on 4th down.
And so many teams work on that in terms of locking in on those key downs. You know, I've seen, you and I both been to practices where we've seen, hey, 3rd down situation, big 3rd down alert, lock in here. 4th down play, make sure you focus just a little bit extra. It didn't pay off in that situation.
Game up, Kyle.
On first down, Ingram. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. The tackle by Eric Armstead. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. To throw is Jackson. Dancing to his left. And he's going to keep it here. Jackson hit, and he lost the football. And he brings it back to the house. It's a touchdown. And a crazy inning. A defensive score wins it. Partner, a great game that we got to see and making it extra special. Not only did I get 4 quarters with you in this one, I got some overtime. A little whipped cream on top.
Look at you, trying to make this whole thing palatable.
I just want you to pay for my meal later.
You really just wanted 4 quarters what you wanted, but how much